This is kind of dangerous. Oh, I look better on this one. Okay. I guess I'll wait. We had to jump from one to another. Mhm. Come on in, y'all. Hmm. I think I'll have to use this device better because that laptop is just dying. Hello, hello, hello. Give me a one or wave at me to let me know that you can hear me. Cool, great. Hey, what's going on, Goddess Charlene? Now we're waiting for Divine Spiritual Tea to pop in. Okay. It's that laptop. It's time for me to let her go and get a new one. What was I saying? Oh, I picked this card as a significator card for Jonathan Majors. And I want to know what's next for him out of just my curiosity. Because I feel one thing that is so obvious for 2023 is uh, what's not real is exposed. And sometimes with that exposure, that Saturn in Pisces and Pluto and Capricorn configuration and what Mars is doing, we often find out who we really are through other people. And so that's what's happening with him right about now. This is going to be one heck of a growth spurt for him. And I just want to see where it goes from here. Okay. And again, I have never heard of anybody having a jury trial for a violation. I thought you would just sign your name on the ticket and pay the fine and be done with it. But New York is different. So let's see. I'm going to be using the Rider Waits. What is next for Jonathan Majors? I'm not going to be on here long. This is just the quickest way I can get to you. What is next, Tarot Team? Front and center. Thank you. The Guardian Angels of Jonathan. You want to jump in here? Okay. Just both cards. Okay. Um, what's next? What is next? Okay. Overall energy around him right now, he is looking towards his future. So he's planted some seeds already, and he's waiting for those royalties to come in or whatever those checks might be. So that's a good thing. That's one thing that'll sustain him for a while. Oh. And his Queen of Wands, I do believe this would be Megan. He is really looking like he's wants a different kind of life, but not sure how to go about to get it or what it really is. Well, that's understandable. But when you have somebody standing by your side the way Megan's standing by his side, you don't let her go. In the past, he was the King of Cups. He still is acting like a King of Cups. For someone to be a Virgo, he is very well. Virgo can mask their feelings. We do that very, very well. All right, he's feeling abandoned. Yeah, he got dumped by the MCU, the King of Conqueror. They're kind of letting lay low or in the background. We have the sun. Now, the sun can mean success, and the sun can also mean exposure, illumination. So I do believe this whole scenario for him has become it's definitely a tower moment, but it's salvageable. I just got a notification that a friend of mine is doing the same doggone reading I'm doing live. That'll get him. Yeah. He's worried about jail. And I mean worried. That's Eight of Swords, and I would be too. They do things a little differently. So he's trying to weigh options now. Should he take the bet? Not the. Should he take the bet? Should he take the deal, or should he go on and do something else? I don't even want to bring it up. I don't want to put that out there on him. Four of Cups. Yes, he is disappointed, and he is coming off as the King of Swords. But so is the Judge. Black and white. Now he's in Virgo mode. Now he's seeing things in black and white. When earlier he was seeing things from a very lofty, oh, what? I don't want to say Sagittarius way, but that's what it is. Very lofty, very out there. But at the same time, very, this is how things are supposed to be. Now he finds out they're not the way he thought they were supposed to be. And it's giving him definitely pause for thought. He's feeling like he was manipulated. Could have been. Like I said, that was karma. That was the universe. That was not man made. And his anxiety level is going through the roof. I guess so. Look at this. You have 8 and 9. He's afraid of going to jail. Money is slowing up. That's something else that he's anxious about. That was the Knight of Pentacles. And he's feeling the pressure. He's really feeling the pressure. But in feeling the pressure, he needs a crutch, Megan. He is going to be standing on his own 2 feet. He's going to lay low for a while. Four of Swords, retire. He's not retiring from acting. Right now, his best bet when you're a public figure and you get caught like that, your best bet is to stay out of the public for a while. Your best bet is to stay out of anything for a while and get yourself together. Heal yourself. Find out therapy time. Therapy time. Look at this. Bottom of the deck, we have the devil, the goat. This is interesting. Pluto in Capricorn, meaning total upheaval of your life. I don't know what his chart looks like. I just know he's a Virgo with a Sagittarius moon, kind of. Um, Not sure what his other signs are, though. But this is a heavy Pluto and Capricorn influence around him right now. Total beyond the tower, total regrouping. Start back at one, stage one, which to me would be the stage. Try some off Broadway work. Yeah, because he's a star, celebrity. Right now, he's feeling overburdened. That's the Ten of Wands. But it's interesting. Yeah, this was found out coast to coast, all the way around the world. But in the same token, the cycle has ended. So this cycle for him has ended, and it's time for him to start a new cycle. New cycle, new year, new cycle. In film, this is the moon. The moon is about illusions. He had some illusions himself. Talked about, I think it's a Sagittarius moon. That's the way he was feeling so lofty above it all. And Sagittarius deals with philosophies, travel, foreign people, um, the upper crust way of doing things. The as soon as he said, "I am great," I said, "I am a great man." I'm like, is this Leo coming through? And then when he started to explain, but us, oh no, that's Sagittarius coming through. What she was not doing and who her role models were supposed to have been. I'm like, no, he did not tell that white girl to be more like Michelle Obama. Oh, Leo wouldn't have done that. Sag would have done that and meant it. Right now, he felt it coming. He knew in his heart of hearts that tower was about to hit, which is why he called the police. But it wasn't that wasn't a smart thing to do. Not for him. Not for him at all. And it was so weird because for him to tell her the consequences of a black man being involved with the police, and then he calls the police. It's like unknowingly he triggered his whole trap, his own trap. That kind of thing is karma. That's karma. Yeah. Uh, he'll be doing things. I guess you would say on the. I don't want to say on the low, but it's not going to be as public, or he won't be taking public credits, but he'll still be working with movies and things. Now he's wondering if it was worth it after all the effort, because he's a method actor. He could do voiceovers, bring in some change. I mean, it may not be worth the money. That would be his lunch money, but at least it would be something, and it wouldn't tie him up for days at a time, maybe a couple hours a day. Right now, he's desperate for answers because his whole life has been like almost destroyed, and he is very disappointed. However, that's karma. The lesson was, I don't know, that's an interesting lesson. You can have your head in the sky, but your feet still have to be on the ground. That's one lesson. And you have to choose who you're giving to. Six of Pentacles. We have two beggars here, and he has to choose who he wants to give his energy to, choose what scripts he wants to play, choose what people he wants around him wisely. That's when he needs to kick into that Sagittarius moon of his, which is, and literally discriminate, especially when it comes to women. Now he's pulling himself out emotionally. He's going in Virgo mode. I'm waiting to see the Hermit where it drops here, because he knows he messed up. Everything is changing. Look at that. Do you see how many major arcana cards do I have down here? That's interesting. The major arcana cards are in the extended reading, which means this stuff that I just read, from the looking out towards the future to the retiring here, or to the being just laying back out of sight for a while, is very temporary. Very, very temporary. So where am I going to put this? Put this over here. His perspective is definitely changing. Look what it's changing about. I do believe he's going to spend some time with his daughter from a previous relationship. And I do believe he's going to see that woman, the child's mother, in a much different vein, too, instead of being beneath him. Also, I feel like he's going to see Megan Good in a different light, too. I don't know what that is. I just have that feeling at my fingertips when I laid the cards down. He knows people are watching, Page of Swords, and people are, but he's going to take his time and regain his control, self control, control over his money, control over his life, control over his inner circle. Mm. Here's Grace. She's Queen of Swords. She should be like this, but she's coming up like this as a lover. Yeah. Spirit just said plant, and look what we have here: presentation. Now, is this Grace or is this Megan, Spirit? Grace was arm candy. I hate to say it like that, but see, when you start using people as your resources, personal resources, and you're giving nothing of yourself, stuff happens. Stuff is going to happen. And I mean, she is not the type of person that you want to play with anyway. Mm-mm. Queen of Swords. I know she wasn't acting like a Queen of Swords, or was she acting like a Queen of Swords when she ran after him in one of those tapes? Laid out on the floor in the walk in closet was not Queen of Swords action. I have manipulation. the magician. Okay, now this is more like Queen of Swords. I mean, the Grace. Queen of Cups. She was in her cups too. She was in her cups, and this is the six. It's like, oh no, you're not gonna make me look foolish. I'm gonna make you look like a fool. She got an ego too. Got an ego too. However, now this is interesting. Their society of friends were quite pleased at what time with them. So now that's interesting. So he was getting kudos and pushes up for having Grace as his partner. That's interesting. And I was said I was gonna check out Megan Good's uh the thing, he had plenty of options. It's almost like this guy was told, all right, now look, pick one and be happy with it. This is what we want you to do. Let me look at Megan. Let's see if I can find Megan Good's birthday. This is interesting because I'm saying that because I'm wondering. Well, if she was arm candy is one thing, but now if we have the resource at status booster, that's interesting too. Megan Good's birthday. Megan Good. Let's do age. She's a Leo. Okay, she's here. Queen of Wands. All right. So he is trying to eke out some type of future with Megan, but he doesn't know how he's going to be able to do it. Mhm. I can see that. I wish you could see these cards. They're really taking over everything. Okay. For right now, he's still financially stable. Hmm. And this is interesting. Hold on, let me pick that card back up. Financially stable, conflict, untold story. So there's still more to the story. And a decision has to be made, the decision to relocate, the decision to leave. They were at, it was something going on with him and Grace. Is this the way? Stability and conflict. Something was going on with him and Grace before the car incident, before the phone call. Untold story. And with that, the underlying or undercurrent information that we don't know anything about, decisions were being made anyway. He was going to leave anyway, which is probably why she was running after him like that. Yeah, look. Four of Pentacles, holding on. Holding on. And then the truth came out with that double edged sword truth usually has with whack. Oh, whoa. She wanted to have a baby. Oh, joy. One, two, three. Or is it down that he wants? What? Hold on. Let me go backwards here. Truth. Holding on. Untold story. All right. I'll read it to you as is. The chariot. Moving forward, fully confident towards a pregnancy. Now, I don't know. I'm hearing IVF, pregnancy insecure, or maybe it's a pregnancy scare. New beginnings. Now, that could be for Jabari. For him, oh, they're going the wrong way. For him, let's keep going. He's going to come up. He's an actor. This is my actor's card. So he's the King of Pentacles and also the King of Wands. Don't tell me now that child. Now that he's been in all this mess, he wants to settle down, get married, and have a family. Yeah, look at that. That's what he wants now. Well, Megan is 43. She's got 8 years left. Ace of Pentacles. And look at the wedding card, the announcement. It's a little backwards, isn't it? The decision, finding a place of peace. Hmm. Now he feels like certain people have betrayed him, and he is learning. He's seeing things as they are and not as he thought they were when he was, I'm a great man. Sorry, bro. You got your wake up call through the man with robes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with thinking highly of yourself. It has its limits. You balance, everything is balanced. Working hard on his situation here with work, but he's got to cast out some demons within himself, and he's got to deal with the press and his fans, planting seeds of love. Here comes somebody's making an offer. Hey, shucks, look, got one question here. I don't feel he's going to jail. Well, here, let's ask this. Because is Jonathan Majors going to jail? Hold on, before I do this, this is my big pendant that I use for my yes or no questions. Let me come up with a lie. I'm 21 today. When it circles, that means no. Okay. Uh, Baltimore is a city in Maryland. And when it goes vertical, it means yes. Okay. I had to do this little test just before. Who just popped in? Hey, Zeus. Oh, I don't know what the hell else is it because my Spanish is like gone. I haven't used it in decades now. Um, is Jonathan Majors going to jail? No. Is he planning on marrying Megan Good? That's a small yes. Let's just say the thought has crossed his mind. Okay, hold on. Does he plan to marry his daughter's mother? Well, well, that was a yes. The thought is crossing his mind. Okay, and so with that, he's going to do some soul searching. Yeah, things are happening so quickly for him, but he is ready to start a whole new beginning and get laid too. Uh, he officially, this is my official card, has separated from the Queen of Pentacles, no less. The what did I call her? Arm candy. To be alone, isolate himself for a bit, and that's just what you do when you find yourself in a space where you can't make any sense out of what happened. When had it been anybody else, they probably would have gotten a ticket, and you're getting threatened with jail for doing a lot less. So, um, on that note, I said I wasn't going to be here that long. Do you have any questions? Zeus, say that in English. Honey, I don't mean. How could I tell you a future? I can read it. I can read Spanish better than I can speak it right now. Do you have any questions for me before I sign off? Divine Spiritual Tea. Goddess Charlene. Hmm. Going once, going twice. Okay, my darlings. This thing was nagging me, nagging me. Now I can get back here and finish this housework. Uh, oh, I knew it was something I wanted to tell you. I don't know if you were on with me on live yesterday, but during my live, I had an electrical blackout here. And I'm like, oh my God, the heat, because it's cold over here. And I go checking it out. As soon as I got up to go check on the heat, it came back on. What was weird though was that blackout was experienced 2 blocks out into the main road. But what was weird was there was a generator in the middle of a lady's parking pad down the street from me, 2 doors down the street from me. And one of my neighbors said it was on until he parked his truck. And when he parked his truck, he got up and come back to the house. He said the doggone thing turned itself off. I mean on. I'm sorry. It was no, let me get I'm getting confused here. We had a blackout. And what it seems to me is this. All those who were using electricity yesterday were blacked out. Everything that is run by electricity came on by itself. It lasted all about 5 minutes. It was weird here yesterday. And let me think of what my neighbor said. He said when he was coming down the street in the truck, he had just left the main road where there was a blackout. When he came down the street, the generator was working. When he got out the truck, the generator stopped. There was no one around that generator, no attendees. And I'm surprised they left something like that in the parking pad because no one lives at that house. They're working on it. But it was weirdness yesterday. I didn't even look in the planets to see what was going on because I was too busy grounding myself. I got a heck of a shock and a crisis too with the family, and I'm like, I'm gonna just stay still to be aware of what I need to do and be aware of what I cannot do. And so that's where my head is today. So now I'm going to clean. You ladies understand when things get a little hairy, what do? We either eat or we clean. So I'm going to clean. And on that note, my loves, I am going to leave you with goddess blessings and much love. All right? Bye.